Hello and welcome to Unsilenced Radio, where we entertain arguments from people who, unlike us, have the luxury of pretending that VCUG trauma does not exist. The VCUG is a diagnostic test, not treatment, performed on babies and toddlers to diagnose kidney reflux. Studies show the psychological effects of VCUG are, and I quote, equivalent to a violent rape, especially in girls. Despite a wealth of critically appraised research and testimonies from hundreds of survivors so far, haters still find a way to make us feel even worse.
Yeah, you're seriously disgusting, comparing a child test to rape.
I would argue that it's even more disgusting that this test is still performed, seeing that medical organizations have known about the risk and still actively choose not to disclose them.
You do know that this test and rape are two completely different things, right?
You know that a 2-year-old can't tell the difference, right? Cool. Off to a great start. Looks like we have disgruntled medical student on line 2.
Yeah, it's time to stop being dramatic about this test. They taught us how to perform it at medical school, and there was no mention of trauma whatsoever.
Maybe that's because there have been 0 studies in the long-term health effects?
That's not...
Or maybe because there hasn't been any standardized protocol for VCUG performance since it first started in 1985.
It's called the gold standard for a reason.
Oh, and by the way, CVIS is much safer, less traumatic, and costs families about $800 less on average. Why aren't hospitals offering this better radiation-free alternative? That's what I thought. Welcome, disgruntled medical student number 2.
Yeah, you should probably stop embarrassing yourself and leave this stuff to the professionals.
The professionals are peddling a diagnostic test as risk-free and painless when kids experience it as child sexual abuse, so...
A medical test is not the same as sexual abuse. For starters, it's legal.
Yeah, so is tobacco and alcohol, but everyone knows that kills you. Let's hear from our next caller.
Yeah, hi. You can quit faking people out now because medical PTSD is not a thing and will never be a thing.
Yeah, climate change isn't real to a lot of people either, yet we're all suffering for it.
Ugh.
Next caller?
My niece had grade 1 VUR and the VCUG saved her life.
So for starters, the VCUG doesn't save anyone. It's purely a diagnostic test, not treatment.
Well, if we hadn't found out that she had VUR,
then there's an approximately 72% chance that your niece's condition would have resolved spontaneously without her needing to go through the psychological effects of child sexual abuse. Next.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's told you girls this, but you need to quit obsessing over this test.
Would you look at that? I'm cured! All the bodily sensations and PTSD flashbacks are just gone. Another excellent waste of time.
Yeah, you should be thanking the doctors who did this to you because it was medically necessary.
It was medically necessary to force a kid to undergo a VCUG at age 2 after potty training just because she happened to get a UTI or 2?
If your VUR had gone undiagnosed...
Oh, that's odd, seeing as that I didn't have VUR, and this test was literally pointless for me.
Really, just stop being a bitch and count yourself lucky then.
Oh, I feel super lucky. Bullied in school, college dropout, domestic violence victim, sexual assault survivor, and a bunch of health issues. Boy, I'd say this test really set me up for success in life. Darn, I was really enjoying our chat. Next caller?
Who the f*** do you think you are? Do you want kids to die?
What, so we're saving children from kidney reflux just to lose them to suicide later?
You have no proof.
I know myself and hundreds of others who feel the same, so yeah, that's enough proof for me.
The test isn't the problem. One bad experience at one hospital does not give you the
Is
right.
that so? Because for almost 40 years, there's been 0 protocol for VCG performance. In fact, research says VCG protocols vary substantially. Do you know what the word substantially means? Alright, I'm feeling good. You guys feeling good? I'm feeling good. We got time for one more, right?
Yeah, this is not sexual assault because at least you have a reason for what happened.
Oh sure, knowing why someone violated me against my will makes it better?
Oh my god.
Later, hater. This has been another riveting segment of Unsilenced Radio. Thanks for tuning in. Catch us next time for another installment.